And welcome to hopefully one of many stands. I'm going to build a stand out of this packaging. I had some people ask me because I did it with the first edition ones. They came with that little stupid stand, and I was like, you know what? When the RID figures come out, I want to make a stand. So yeah, I decided to gently cut the thing off. Don't worry if you rip some of it off, it's just the border anyway. But yeah, so I'm going to show you how to turn this and this into something like this. So yeah, so let's get started. First things first, it's your choice to keep all this stuff. You can quite literally just tear it all off. So do be careful. There are those ridges that can come off easily, but for making a stand, I kind of like having the picture there. A little CG model picture. Looks kind of cool. So yeah, for all the Prime toys, all the classes, I decided I was just going to keep making these stands. And it actually was kind of cool because the Japanese ones, you have no idea what it says. You just got to know who the figure is, which is fun. Some people will come over and be like, oh, I know who that is. But I don't. So yeah, now we just have to tape them up. We basically will have our base. And then this piece, we'll have to cut in a special way. Like I like having the centerpiece as where they kind of stand, because it looks like a space bridge. So I have one prepped here and cut and taped. We'll get to that in a second. Just want to show you how to cut this piece because taping this is pretty straightforward. Just keep it all in line. It should just sit normal. So let's do that real quick. So kind of just line it up. Tape it up. And then do the inside. Just use Scotch tape. And just have it flow all the way through. And you can reinforce it afterwards. Like, I don't want to take up your time, so I'm just going to get to it. So we'll switch from this one to this one, because this one I reinforced a little bit more inside. And now we'll cut this piece from this one to show you the size I got. So it's kind of easy once you have one cut, but basically if you want to have that, it doesn't matter what you want in the middle. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but let's say you like it this way or this way, then, oh, and you can get rid of that, keep it. This piece tears off, so you can actually just keep the stats if you want somehow, just to have it. But, I don't know, less to recycle, right? Because you're using stuff, and people are more informed when they look at your collection. So, fallback. Who would have known he was a tech specialist? So, alright. So, you know you don't need all of this, because it's got to wrap around. So, you know you're probably safe to cut right before the bend in the plastic. Probably good there. Try and make it straight as possible. Probably not the straightest, but you work with what you got. I'm just lining it up, kind of see what I'm feeling out here. I probably stand to lose a little bit more. Again, it depends where you want it. Like I said, there. I don't think we're close enough yet because where it's going to bend. So, right. Match it up. Looks good. I'm going to cut a little bit of this off. It's going to actually follow the line right there to keep it straight. And what do you know, it brings me to that bend at the border for the plastic. That's a good reference too. So now I have my piece, so I'm going to just tape in there, but I'm going to tape the back. So that's what I did here. So we tape the back piece out in the corner go as high as you want. This is the line I normally go for. Match it up like that, tape it down, fold it, and you got it. Now you just got to tape these two pieces together. We're almost there. You know? That's what I'm saying. It's easy to do. And it's something to do with like some of the artwork and just, I don't know, I like it, like knockout down here. Looks kind of cool, right? Okay, so now we need tape. I don't mind taping from underneath either. Kind of go like this. So you know it's going to end up here. Hold it back. Line it up so you know how you like it. And gently, you see my finger in there? Let the tape go. Rub it in. Rub it in nicely. There. Now, it kind of looks like it's straight. Just want to tape the top real quick, just to secure it. I've made a lot of these, every one of the figures, I guess. What's funny is I'm doing knockout right now, and I did buy the driller, so I made a stand for the driller and knockout, but only knockout can stand on the stand because driller's too big. But I try to do what I can with what I got. So now we're almost there. I just gotta bend this. Don't cut it, just bend it kind of with your finger. Not a permanent bend, but you just kind of bend it there. There's no wall here, but just kind of eyeball it. I feel like that's good. Just kind of bend into it, and you make the bend. Don't let the cardboard make the bend for you. It's going to try in a couple different spots. It's not going to work. Don't worry. It's going to work out great. There we go. We folded it down. We got it taped in. See, now I didn't tape it up here. I think I will. Just because. What the hell, right? I taped it. It's Scotch tape, so you shouldn't even see. You'll see it, but barely, right? No. Alright, so we bent it. We got our height we want. It's pretty straight. Looks pretty straight to me. So kind of be gentle. Notice now we have to tape this. Remember, you can still put your finger in there to hold it up. Straighten it out. Have a piece of tape ready, which I don't. So I'm going to do this the harder way. But it's always good to just have like a few pieces of tape cut off already. Hold it. Sit in. There. So we pretty much have a stand almost. Now, you look in the back. Just how it naturally is fitting. We can make small cuts with some scissors. So we want to make a diagonal cut because this is diagonal. So just line it up and just put the scissors like hard against how flat you want it. It'll make that cut for you. There. Cut this little piece off. See? Now we tape up that corner. This just makes it more flatter on the ground when you kind of slowly do it this way. You can just cut that little piece of tape off. Boom. Goes the dynamite. So now you have two sides. Now this one could be the tricky one. Cut less, not more. So just start with a big cut, but nothing too crazy. So we know there's a little bit of extra there. So we just want to see how this thing sits. Looks pretty straight as is. So you could just tape it around like this if you feel comfortable with how it sits. I do. Only one way to know. Right? Put a figure on it. Who else are we going to put on there but Knockout? But not the Knockout that came in the single pack. The Driller Knockout. With a buttload of weapons. Seems to sit on it pretty good. So, let's tape it. Small piece of tape at a time. Just kind of get your finger in there. I like to put it all underneath the main piece. Just start at the barcode. This is like the first move. We'll line it up, set it up. There, it's taped on, it's there. Now you can add a big one to reinforce it. Remember, always start on the bottom. Line it up. Right. And you can cut all this stuff off if you like. I probably will do that. Yeah. Why the hell not, right? It's Knockout. He doesn't want that crap there. Anyone who knows Knockout would know that he would not want that stuff there. Okay, so loose tape, whatever. Okay, so we have a Knockout. Knockout stand. We have Cliff Jumper stand. And we need a fallback. Fallback? I think it is the name. Fallback? Fallback. Almost there, right? Anyway, so I'm going to finish this one on my own real fast. So here we go.